A new book about the connection between the Kennedys and Windsors reveals that, just months before her death, Princess Diana wrote a letter to John F. Kennedy Jr. that's chilling in hindsight. The book is Caroline Halleman's The Kennedys and the Windsors, the story of two dynasties, one born, one made, out June 2nd. An excerpt published by Vanity Fair reveals Diana worried about how the tabloids were treating Kennedy and his new bride in a letter written in February 1997. JFK Jr. had just married Carolyn Bessette that September. Diana reportedly wrote, "I hope the media are leaving both you and Carolyn alone. I know how difficult it is, but believe it or not, the worst paparazzi are here in Europe." A few months after her warning, Diana was killed in a car crash in Paris after being pursued by paparazzi at high speed.
Police have arrested at least 7 so-called paparazzi who were allegedly chasing the car.
Less than 2 years later, Kennedy and Bessette died in a plane crash off the coast of Martha's Vineyard. Diana's private secretary, Patrick Jeffson, is quoted in the new book about the connection between the people's princess and America's prince. His take? "I think she saw in him a fellow victim, if you can put it that way, of life in the public eye and difficulty of knowing who to trust. And I think that did create a connection between them. I wouldn't call it a bond, but an affinity, a recognition of each other's unusual hardships and difficulties." Halleman's book also reveals that JFK Jr. wanted Diana for the cover of his monthly magazine, George, which caused a stir in the mid-90s, with its iconic covers mixing politics and pop culture, including Cindy Crawford as George Washington and Drew Barrymore as Marilyn Monroe. Halleman writes that Diana was mentioned in the magazine quite often and that Kennedy was fixated on getting her on the cover, an unusual choice for an American political magazine. Diana turned him down but kept the door open, saying she would love to maybe for your 50th or your 100th issue. Diana died before issue 25 and Kennedy died before issue 50. George ceased publication in early 2001, never featuring a royal on its cover, though future King Prince Charles was also asked to appear. Kennedy's team had a few ideas for Diana's cover shoot, including her wearing a Revolutionary War-style three-corner hat and, eerily, her in the back of a limo with the window partly rolled up to avoid paparazzi. Though Diana wasn't ready to be a George cover star, their hour-long meeting in New York City was cordial. She asked John about his upbringing, and he must have made a strong impression. Just weeks before her death, Diana told journalist Tina Brown she saw in John a role model for her son Prince William. She said, "I'm hoping he'll grow up to be as smart about it as John Kennedy Jr. I want William to be able to handle things as well as John does." As for JFK Jr.'s reported impression of Diana, it was a bit more surface level. The princess's private secretary says he was apparently quite in awe of her during the meeting. Halleman writes that his assistant asked him what he thought of her. Kennedy reportedly said Diana was taller than he thought and very nice, though shy, and a little coy. As for her turning him down, he said, "Well, she said no, but she had a great pair of legs."